I'm gonna make a little itty bitty breakfast nook. This isn't gonna bend. I am so nervous. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. It's so bad. Do you see how much beautiful sun this area gets? So of course somebody needs to make use of this area of the home. If you followed along on the kitchen journey, the fridge used to be right here. And because of this wonderful fridge that we have now, it was too big to fit on that side of the kitchen, so we had to move it over to this blank wall. There used to be it was about this high of a cabinet that took up the partial width of this wall. It made the kitchen look so small and so short. But now we have the fridge over here and it's floating in space. I need to build a fridge box on this side. So the idea is, it is 9 feet. Not that much room to work with, but I was thinking, I would love to have a little tiny section saved for cleaning supplies. I don't have anything like that right now anywhere on this floor. So right now it's in the coat closet beyond the pantry. So the plan is to later build a little fridge box that has an extra bit of cabinet space to hang those things. It's a sunken kitchen. I have 11-foot ceilings, I think. Oh my gosh, I have over 12 feet here. What's 10? No, sorry. Oh, sorry, math. 10.5 feet up here. If I were to build a typical fridge box, I'm worried that it'll make the kitchen look a bit shorter. This is all a tomorrow issue. Today's issue is this perfect little area. It's so underutilized and I've always dreamed of having a breakfast nook. I only have like 60 inches to work with here. I'm not gonna have a big wraparound bench seating, but I'm gonna make a little itty bitty breakfast nook. This is actually the area where I like to prep food the most. I will set something down here. I know it's not great. Also, I found out that there are plenty of cultures where people like to prep food sitting down. It's not that weird. Because it's a sunken kitchen, I don't have an open concept area. Everybody always likes to hang out near the kitchen, but the living room is through this dining room there. That's why seating is so important to have here. And these are the design issues that I'm gonna have to solve. Limited space, about 60 inches to work with, right next to a window / entry. My idea is to maybe make a curved thing, but I don't even think I can accommodate chairs. I think I can only accommodate a table and the bench. A slim table, maybe oval, and I would like the bench to have storage. Steph added an outlet back there. Outlet. Which I think the bench will be covering. That means that the storage also needs to accommodate an outlet. Accommodate has 2 C's and 2 M's? It's a lot of doubles. Those are the design dilemmas. It has to be a very well thought out bench, and I'm not known to be well thought out. Fully fleshed out and mindful in order to maximize what little that I have. So let's see what we're working with. Okay. So I spent last night trying to figure out the right hinge for a storage box. If I want the bench to sit flush against the wall, the average hinge has a barrel at the back. So when you open up a lid, it'll always rub up against the wall. Hardware is very complicated. I'm making it even more complicated because of a curved bench. But on this side, if I'm tapering it so much, also, what am I gonna do with this vent? I'm wondering if I need to forego storage. I'm trying to see what's average seat depth. I definitely don't want to cover. Oh, I could reroute the vent. Okay, someone is sitting here. Steph? 16. If I were to sit, ow! No one can sit here, but at least 2 people can sit. One can sit here. So as I'm in the planning stages of this project, I've been using a project organizer called Milanote. And if you've never heard of Milanote, let me show you. Look at my beautiful board. Milanote is a powerful tool that organizes not only my visual, but my technical needs of this project so that I'm able to manifest the things that come out of my brain into reality. I can easily put together a board by dragging and dropping imagery, videos, and links directly into Milanote. There's a web clipper Chrome extension that makes it extra simple as you're browsing the web and come across inspiration you want to drop onto your project. On the board, I can also make color swatches using hex codes, which I love. That makes it so easy to take it to the paint store, or I can take existing colors from my kitchen that's already done and make sure that I'm matching out with the color palette of my current project. Milanote has over 100 built-in templates available for all types of creative projects. Here I have the mood board template, and under the interior design section, there's a project plan template or a renovation and DIY section for spec-heavy builds like my closet in the future. With so many functions and flexibility, I'm able to adjust according to my needs. The board's getting a little messy. I can make a subboard. If this was paper, I would be all out of sorts at this point. This is the entire project outlining inspiration, existing kitchen plans and dimensions, budget, material list, order of operations, and cut list. All in this super visual format that allows me to quickly access the information I need without sifting through pages and pages. You can share your project in a collaborative format, which is great for teams. They can leave feedback in real time. The best part, Milanote is free to use with no time limit, and you can start your free Milanote account with the link in my description. We can share our boards with each other. Okay, I'm off to get some lumber. I borrowed my parents' car. I don't want a truck. I like driving small cars, but man, is it a pain to figure out how to get lumber. Yes, you can get them cut at the store, and the store that I go to is so nice. They let you cut in the parking lot, but a lot of what I'm doing right now is I need to scribe it, and because of all the curves, I don't know if I need the full width of the sheet good to make the curve. So I don't want to chance it, so luckily my parents have a van. But watch this, I'm gonna bring Bubby with me. She will run into any car. She loves car rides. She'll run into any car. She is a high-risk kidnapping individual. I don't even know where I put the keys. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh my God. Where did I put the car keys? Are you my pants? No. Ooh, but here's my house keys. Are you in my pants? No. Frick. I hate myself. There we go the whole time. Okay. Oh, what happened? Come here. Kidnapped. Come on up, buddy. Oh my God. Look how bendy this is. Ooh, do you hear that? Nice. Okay. I'm on my way to pick up a table I saw on Facebook Marketplace. The lady listed this item as free, and as I'm leaving, she's like, by the way, it's $65. And I'm like, anyways, I really like the table base for this because it's not tulip, but it's a pedestal base, and it's metal, and like the table is in all sorts of poor condition, so maybe she'll accept a lower price. I really don't see how she's gonna sell this item. Holy crap, $120. Y'all didn't see this, but I just found she's selling a marble tabletop as well. She's totally ripping me off. It's all like someone would throw this stuff out, but whatever. I like the size.
Yeah.
So I ripped down some scrap this morning. I'm essentially building this like a wall that's made of 4 pieces. The back, one side, one curved piece, and another curved piece. So essentially, I'm laying out all the studs. When it comes to the curved areas, I'm not even measuring. So this is, I know how far this curve will go. This inner corner is going to be super tricky to bend. So that's the junction where I'm going to start curving. This one will be more gradual. Now I'm sure there is a math way to do this. This is so much easier for my head to understand. Oh, I should also mark this inner corner so that I know the thickness of this curve. I start my straight runs with my new, but also way too big, so I need to return its circular saw. Then as I got to the curvy bits, go in with the jigsaw so that you have more control. This is my fridge side. Yeah, so this is the fridge.
Yeah.
What?
It's a lot, no?
Yeah, it's how I can achieve my curve. Am I overbuilding it? Maybe. What else is new? What do you think? Oh my god. Oh my god. It fits an Instant Pot. On the diagonal, it fits an Instant Pot. Okay. Yay. Yay. So I'm just gonna soften some of these curves that I have, but everything fits, so I'm very happy. I was about to cut the top of this table, but then I realized that how I end up bending the veneer will probably affect how I cut this tabletop, so I haven't thought that far with the veneer part yet. Not the veneer, it's not even veneer, it's not that thin. It's an 8-inch ply. I tried to do a lot of research on how people usually bend ply. But yeah, you can see some of these edges are not perfectly round, so I just want to fix that up because whatever I'm adhering to at the face of this bench, I'd like it to curve as uniform as possible. So I haven't told anybody this. I enrolled in more schooling. I'm like one of those kids now that don't want to leave academia because I'm not ready to face the real world. I really loved my carpentry program, and when I was debating between cabinet making and carpentry, I was like, carpentry has a lot more like codes and safety, kind of boring, hard stuff that I should force myself to learn. And then cabinet making is more creative, which in a way is kind of more intimidating for me as someone who doubts my creativity and doesn't think that I can produce things as cool and neat as other people, I guess. But it's only 2 semesters, and I really liked the courses that they were outlining. I was going to take the part-time woodworking course anyways, so I was like, why not just do the full-time one for another 2 semesters? I managed this year really well. I thought it was okay, hectic, but I don't know, I'm enjoying learning for the sake of learning. It's been really fun. Okay, let me show you. This is what everything looks like. So I knew going into this, the grain direction of this ply is gonna make it difficult to bend. I just had to see it for myself. This is about the most I can bend without it feeling icky. Rochelle from the Sorry Girls gave me a piece of flexi ply, and already you can see grain direction makes it easier to bend this way. And even this would, oof, even flexi ply would have a bit of a tough time. I don't know. I'm nowhere near enough the clamps that I would need. I just try to like gently clamp it, but the moment I even let go a little, even if I let this go right now, snapped it. So I don't think it's worth the heartbreak to try and force this and risk running through sheet after sheet of the wrong plywood. I think it's better to just buy the right thing. Meh. I think I did see some place, a specialty wood shop, that sold higher quality wiggle board for the same price.
You either want it fast and cheap, which means it's shit quality, or you want a high quality and fast, it means it's gonna cost.
I don't need this talk right now. Okay, snack time. Popcorn time?
You said for dinner.
I'm hungry. Popcorn for snack? I have to give a huge shout out to my friend Shane from school who picked up flexi board for me yesterday. Thank you, Shane! Woo! So this lumber store, on their website, they said they sold flexible plywood that was either short or long grain. And the one that I had from the Sorry Girls was short grain. And I called them early in the morning and asked them if they had any in stock. The guy on the phone did tell me that it is construction grade, not cabinet grade. And it's better than the short grain, but he was right. It's not great. I mean, I bought it. I think as long as it bends to how I want it to bend, I won't be so upset that I spent $100 on a sheet of plywood that's not even that great. This thing went from only $135 spent on this entire bench to now I'm $230 deep. I just tried to bend this. Can you hear it? This isn't gonna bend. This isn't gonna bend. It's not gonna bend. It's not gonna bend.
Maybe you needed the short grain.
Yeah, but the short grain is so ugly.
I mean, this way, yeah, maybe.
But even then, it's not even like the flexi.
Can't see.
It's so expensive to not know what you're doing. Yeah, I mean, I could try kerfing the scrap piece. I don't even know the first thing of kerfing. The whole reason why I wanted to get flexible ply was so that I could avoid kerfing. Sorry, Shane. The good thing is that I was expecting to break this. Like, how could you get so lucky that you would not break your first kerf ever, you know? Look at that. So close. All right, let's try this again. This is my last sheet. I could only do one more and then I'm out. Did I really spend more time cutting? I spent more time making sure the outside line was straight, and that was the wrong line to focus on. Well, I mean, it's not short. Okay, that's a later issue. Out of batteries. I moved it to this table because I found that my cuts were not consistent. It would always start at the right depth here and at the end, but once I got to the middle, it was like quite a big difference between how deep the cut is. And I was like, I don't understand what's happening. And I think it's just how having a fully flat tabletop helps. So I moved over here. And then I ran out of batteries, but I think I locked it in. If I don't touch this, please nobody touch this depth and I'll be okay. Just gonna take a break. We're back and the sun is setting and I need to do this fast. There's a lot to cut. I ran out of battery again. What? Oh, what way? Aren't they the same if I do it this way versus this way?
Well, you could do it this way.
Bench. I feel like this.
This way?
Maybe, yeah, this way's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's a lot to cut off. Can I try? You know, it really smells like sparklers. One more time. One more time. My wrist is dead, but I'm on my last cut. Okay. I'm not gonna bend any of this until I steam it, and for now everything's gonna lie flat. When I tell you I am so nervous, I've put off this whole morning trying to avoid this. I can avoid it no longer. I have my clamps, hot water, bowl, rags. Like I can't even lift this sheet up without hearing creaking. I'm so scared. And soak and soak. Ooh, that's hot. Oh, hot. Oh, hot. Oh, it does sound chewier. Please, please. Oh, hot. My heart is racing. You know in those reality shows when you have the contestants, they hug each other and you could hear their mics? Can you hear my heart? It's this inner one that I'm worried about. Don't do that. Nice and slow, nice and slow. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I am still terrified. I really hope it doesn't pop and crack as it dries. This is almost touching. I'm like a 1/4 inch away from the inner curve, but I really don't want to push it because I keep having to like push this over and bend this side a little bit more. And I think I should take my win for what it is. We'll see after this dries if it stays. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Yeah, but I have to draw the... Please, sir, be so delicate. Ooh, yeah. Yes. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, next side. Okay. Okay, now it's glue up time. I brought out every clamp that I have, including, look at that. If you end up making this, make sure, because these are going to be, this is the front of the bench, that when you're meeting your edges, to have the front piece joint lap over this side piece. Otherwise, you would have a seam if it were this way, so you want it to be this way. I'll show you. I shall show you. Oh, I need tape. That's what I need. You have painter's tape. Nice. I do have an adhesive drawer. Thank you, honey. This time I prepped everything. Look at this row of tape. I'm ready. That was not as stressful as kerfing. The outer corners aren't touching as well as the inner corner, and I'm okay with that. So now we wait. Everything looks great. Nothing except for this bottom outside corner has like a little bit of give on it. And then when I sight down that hole on the other side of it, it's adhered. It's not fully in contact. I mean, I really don't think it's much of an issue, but I also just am not happy. So I wonder if shimming it would be the way to go. Just like shimmy all around it. I feel like I want to do that. I'm gonna do that. Oh my god, the edge banding on this is terrible. It's so bad. Lumps, gaps, just not good. So I watched some videos on how to edge band around radiuses. I'm gonna do this again because it is so unsightly. Also, I definitely have to stain this bench because this ply, the edge banding, and the bench itself are 3 different colors. Like I suspected, this yellow against gray floor looks odd. I'm gonna get the structure of this bench done, and then I'm going to DIY a bench cushion, a curved bench cushion. I just got back from class. It's almost 10 o'clock. I'm just gonna finish this. I need to finish this. My stain job is not amazing. I'm hoping a second coat will help, but this is what school next semester will teach me. Pretty. This ply is cupped, so I squished last night these 45-pound plates. It's just, oh no, it's still kind of cupped. I'll have to squish it more. Oh no, it didn't do anything. Well, the good thing is I also stained the ply on top, so that when the lid sits on top, before you could see the lighter wood peeking through and it was really bad. So at least this is camouflaged until this, over time, squishes down. I am so pleased with myself. I think this build turned out so nicely. It's very simple, but it just looks like it fits. To finish this area of the kitchen is so nice. So I have special order hinges on the way, and I also have an outlet cover on the way. It was really hard to find an outlet that I could build into here. I mean, even trying to find a dark brown power strip, sort of like my DIY sofa table. But anyways, I ordered a black one that I'll put on this side of the bench. So for the next part of this DIY, I haven't asked my mom yet, but I'm going to see if we can DIY a bench cushion together. I'll make this into a lid that lifts up. I'll put an outlet into the bench, and then maybe make some bolster cushions as well. It's just such a nice, peaceful corner. As you can see, the sun is just pouring in and it feels so peaceful. And I can't believe, like, if I think about the DIY sofa table that I built 2 years ago now, and this version now to like what I can achieve is wild. Anyways, stay tuned for the next part of this video when I decorate this and make this a fully livable, comfortable bench, cushions and all, and decorate this entire area. And thank you to milanote for sponsoring this video. You can find me online on TikTok and Instagram at LetitiaQ. I post a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.